Hello, crafters. This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and it's New Year's Day, a very happy day. And I personally am starting off the new year on a high note because I have been invited by Spellbinders to play with their Kit Club of the Month. I shouldn't even say Kit Club. I should say Kit Clubs of the Month. They're different Kit Clubs, and I'll explain it to you as clearly as I can so you don't get too confused. If you're interested, or you may be interested 1 month, skip a month, go back in, and I'll explain all of that. Thank you, Spellbinders, for considering me. I am just over the moon excited, and January is starting off fabulous with this Kit Club. So let's just go right into it. Let's get started. Okay, crafters. I personally have been a member of the Kit Club. So on the first of the month, Spellbinders will release their video, and you can watch. Their videos are normally 3 to 4 minutes, which you would get a feel of each kind of product with that kit. For example, there are many of them. There is small die of the month, large die of the month, glimmer of the month. There is also clear stamp of the month, clear stamp and coordinating die of the month, embossing folder of the month. Now there is 3D embossing folder of the month, and stitching die of the month. And some of them now come with add-ons. 2 big thumbs up, okay? So how I normally do the Kit Club, and I can only speak from my experience. You guys know, if you're watching my channel, you know my first thing is always dies. So I always look at the small die, large die, but that's me. You do you. If your thing is always glimmer hot foil and you want the latest hot foil because that's what you like to do on most of your cards for everybody, go look at the glimmer first. Or sometimes what you can do too, there is different bundles. One favorite bundle of mine was small die, large die, glimmer. You can also do the big, huge, get it all, round house or round the field or whatever they call it when you get everything. There is also a card kit of the month. That has changed slightly. There's no longer a die in the card kit. I did not get the card kit of the month, but I definitely got the dies, the glimmer hot foil, most definitely the embossing. I have told you guys about the embossing. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'll put a link for Kit Club. So you'll get a general overview of everything that's there. Then I'll break down what I show. I am going to do a separate video for the Glimmer Hot Foil Kit of the month and the clear stamp with the coordinating die of the month. So that will be 2 separate videos, okay? This video, I'm going to be covering small die, large die of the month, stitching die of the month. That's new, but fabulous and exciting. And the embossing folders. Definitely, both of them, 3D and 2D. Let's just talk about how I used to do it. So my thing was always really looking at the small die, large die, look at my budget. Sometimes I'll just get one. I'll just get the large die of the month, or maybe just get the small. Whatever you do, it's free shipping. 2 thumbs up. If you purchase after the month is over, let's say you're looking at all the goodies in January, and there's many of them, but you're like, no, Suzanne, that's nice, but no, I watched your video, but no, I'll wait. The following month, when you see it appear as a past kit, the price is going to be higher, and you're going to pay shipping. Keep that in mind. But once you make a commitment to a Kit Club, and I want to be crystal clear on this, you don't have to stick with it. You can pick, choose, and cancel as you go. So if 1 month I did small, large, and the glimmer of the month, that value kit. Next month, let's say I only wanted the large, and then right now I wanted the stitching die. I would cancel that value kit and then just get the large and the stitching for that month. Hopefully I'm making sense. So you can do it month by month, but you do have to create an account at Spellbinders, and you would go into subscriptions, and I'll show you a picture of here, and I'm going to put a little circle around it to show you where subscriptions is. You open it up, then you choose cancel, and then you'll also see your current club. Now, let's say you just want to leave it alone, like the embossing folder of the month, 2D embossing folder. That one has always been $9. Fabulous. Free shipping too, and you get a fabulous oversized embossing folder. Let's talk about that embossing folder while I'm here, because it's so pretty. This one is called, oh, I didn't put the name of it, did I? I forgot to put the name of the embossing folder for January. She's pretty. We'll see that in my example. But you can pick, choose, cancel, and reactivate as much as you want. Plus, another benefit of the Kit Club, you get 10% off in your cart every time you shop too. So let's say you go in and you look at the new release, which is also coming in January. You would see your 10% for being a Kit Club member. That's another reason to create an account as Spellbinders. Plus also, please use the wish list. It's so good. And you can designate your wish list like I do. I have hot foil, cardstock, dies that I want, dies that I can wait for, and things like that. All kinds of stuff that I have going on in my little Spellbinders wish list. Okay, let's start off with 2 embossing folders of the month. I don't know the price point on the 3D embossing folder, okay? But, ooh, is she pretty. Now, the 3D embossing folder, this is the one that will use the universal plate system. You hear how sturdy she is? Fabulous. It's florals with this little cutout, both embossing folders, 5.5-inch wide, 8.5-inch tall, oversized embossing folders. Birthday, Mother's Day, Valentine's is coming. Oh, she's a beauty. She's a beauty. Beauty. Beautiful. Let's also talk about the dies of the month. So here we have the small die of the month, Sentimental Ampersand. You can get this alone. There we go with the ampersand. So cute. And this is a layering piece on top. You get some florals and you get these sentiments with sentiment strips with a reverse bracketed edge. Love. And the sentiments on the inside. Happy birthday. Many more. You are above my everything. Over the rest. You are my forever. Super duper cute. This one now, Club Blooms. Now, if you guys are in love with Be Bold blooms, holiday blooms, Christmas blooms, notice how you're hearing the word blooms? Now we have Club Blooms. You can only get Club Blooms exclusively at Spellbinders, and she is worth getting. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. First card, hello. Second card, hello again. Club Blooms. We have A2. So that's 4.25-inch wide, 5.5-inch tall. There she is, looking fabulous. Here she is on a 5x7. Come on. This Hello Friend. This now is part of the clear stamp of the month. I'll show you what it is. This is a clear stamp of the month, Hydrangea Bouquet. So pretty. And these stamp out. They are photopolymer stamps. The Hello Friend. This is a coordinating die of the month for the clear stamp. You get the Hello Friend there. You get this for the small blooms and that for the hydrangea. Okay? Pretty, 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 pretty. You also get You Brighten My Day, but there's no coordinating die for that. Nor Thinking of You, but that can be on the inside. You could do Hello Friend, You Brighten My Day, Thinking of You. Love. Okay, I'm going to stop doing the thumbs up. Maybe not. But these two are just, yeah. You can put them on the outside. You can put them on the inside. So here is that Hello Friend stamped, heat embossed in gold. So this is now 3 clubs together. 3D embossing folder. In the background, remember if you watched my advent calendar series where I showed you guys how I use the white pigment ink and blend it on gently? This is blending on gently with gold metallic. I'll link the video here in case you want to watch it so you can see how to do it. It's the same process. Look at it on brown cardstock. Yes, I'm also coming back with the brown again, but with gold in the background. And those florals, Club Blooms. Love. This is all Club Blooms. Look at that, another bloom. And this is a big bloom. Pretty leaves. We have little leaves. On the next one, sprigs. I could have put it in here, but I thought on this one, I was wanting to still see the treatment and then the blooms and then the sentiment. And then here are some gold mixed gems. That's the solid, that's the clear in the center. You have different centers for the florals. You know, 2 huge thumbs up for that. So here are the centers. There. The blooms I mainly played with. This one, and this one is that. And here. This is my crafty OCD. It must be separated. Here are the little sprigs together. Those are the leaves. These are the smaller blooms. This one right here, that's this style where you just get that, like the back of the flower with the little piece here. This cuts out that. Those 2 pieces, you have one for the front and one for that back. Come on. Yes. Club Blooms. Love. Will you be seeing this one from me often? Yes. If you like it, this is the time to get it, because when you get it after January, it's going to go up. So Club Blooms, large kit of the month, okay? Large kit of the month. Oh, you can tell I haven't been doing this. Large die of the month. Super fabulous. 23 pieces. Winner, winner. So we have 3D embossing folder there. We have on the outside, hello friend. On the inside, you see what I did? This is fluted classic rectangles. I used this one because this one is a true A2. So I came into this one and stamp the stamp right there on the inside and put the thinking of you. So on the outside is hello friend, thinking of you. Yeah, I picked up this habit from the Advent, didn't I? I'm liking it. And I love the treatment from the fluted classic rectangles. Tell you, fluted classic, she's a classic. She's just a winner. Now we're going to go into the 2D embossing folder. Look how pretty that 2D embossing folder is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sentiment. This now comes into the small die of the month. You see the sentiment, the happy birthday? There she is right there. Here on the top, I did use a little bit of white pigment ink, just gently across, just to bump up the sentiment a little bit, make it more legible. There goes the blooms. But this embossing folder, pretty. This is another one that's elegant, right? Very. Love it. It can dress up your card. You can dress down your card with this embossing folder. I can see it both ways. Birthday cards, Mother's Day, happy anniversary. That's beautiful for that. Then with the florals, you can do everything more muted, you know, tone on tone. That would be really pretty too. Super pretty. So I cut a bunch of pinks and yellows and a little bit of salmon. This is all cut one time, 2 shades of green. Popped a little bit of this darker red. This was my first card. This was my second card. Same colorway for the florals. Yeah, I just went from one to the other. So love. This one has more of variety of the leaves. Look at those little sprig blooms. Oh, and still gold mixed gems. All dotted throughout here and in the centers. And this center I just left. Just to offer a variety. But so pretty, right? Tell me you're feeling this, because I was just like feeling this. I was so happy. Now, let's go into that small die of the month with her own floral. So I could have brought this in, but I wanted to stick true to what the small die of the month is. The Sentimental Ampersand. The and. Let's see how big she is. You're looking at roughly 2.5 by almost 2.5. I'm kind of going out to there, okay? This piece layers up. You cut this base first, then you just layer that on top. And of course, you know what this is. By now, brushed gold cardstock from Spellbinders. By far fave. If I had this, I had made this card in an A2. You know it would have been on this, right? That's the mahogany cardstock. Back in stock at Spellbinders. I will link it below in this video, just in case you were waiting on it, because she's a beautiful cardstock all year round. She just adds just too much goodness to your cards. Back again with that 3D embossing folder with the cutout. See how it looks different with the and here in the middle? And then here with the florals and the different treatments. In this case, I just let the florals speak. But look at the details of the florals in that background. Ooh. And then look at these florals too. I love this little floral right here. And that little bloom, that little bud, there's the bud. I just put the bud on top of the leaf here. See, that's the leaf without the bud. Right here, I just put it on the top to make it look different. Now here. This is brown cardstock. So what I did, white pigment ink. White pigment ink. It works, doesn't it? Hold on, I'm going to try something too. So this is brushed gold envelopes. So this is my A2 card. Yes, me having my florals all popped up and all the goodies. So you could give it to somebody like this. And they open it up and they go, ooh. You see the brushed gold? I tell you. I have to pull out my 1 sheet of brushed black. 1 sheet of brushed black. Or 2 sheets. I think I have 2 sheets of black and 2 sheets of that brush white. I need to play with it. I keep saying I am, but I'm hoarding it. I don't know why. Maybe because I only have 2 sheets of it. Yeah, against this mahogany cardstock. This could have also worked against that mahogany cardstock too. And what brightens it up? the florals. And I put this in a cream and so pretty. The progression, I went from one card to the next to the next. I did. It just went, seriously. Small die of the month, large die of the month, small die sentiments. And it just, yeah, they're really playing well. And then the embossing folders. So love, so love. This is like the perfect way to start off this year. You know, have all of this for your spring, birthday, just every kind of card. Not even Valentine's, like beyond Valentine's, because there's no real time frame with these, which I love. It's really timeless, classic. You can pull this out over and over and over again. Also a new kit of the month, the Stitch die of the month. Love. This one is going to be a true A2, 4 1/4, 5 1/2. Stitch die of the month in layers. So if you love your layers, you can go as detailed as you want or not. You can just stitch this outer part alone, drop something on the inside. You could turn this into a shaker, just piece of acetate behind here, what you stitch. You have layers here. You have layers here. You could just keep on playing. Just play with it. See where it takes you. You can stitch the whole thing out. Love. And this one is called Nested Stitched Burst. Ooh, 5 pieces, okay? To coordinate with this one, there is an add-on for this one, and it's called Sentimental Greeting Stamps. That coordinates with this, but you can use this for everything. I did Stitch with Love, so here is my example. I was just having a blast stitching this one into the wee hours of the morning while watching some series on TV. I wanted to go in the Valentine's colorway, red and pinks. And that's why I did this. I started out with my outer edges first. Then I came in and I popped up this part. Cut these two together and popped it up. I'm going to bring it up closer to you. You see how it's popped up? Yeah. And then this is not popped up because it just wouldn't have looked right if I had popped up that part. I just cut this out. Stamped, stitched with love there, and heat embossed. And then around the edges, I put one of these glittery jewels from my stash. And then here, I just used the silver mixed gems, the crystal part, just 3 of them, and I am done. But look at that, and no metallic thread. What is going on with me? I know. Love, love. So if you love your stitching dies, there is now the Stitch die of the month. So that means every month, there is a new die, and this die set, you could use it year round. Happy birthday, as stated right here. Happy birthday to a dear friend. You could do Merry Christmas, change up the colorways. You know what I like about this one in particular? You see these lines right here? That's the burst. What does the burst do? It gives movement, fun, emotion to a stitch die. Yes, it does. And so here, you could keep your colors as muted as you want. You could pop your colors. You can go super vibrant. You can do ombre colors, anything with this die set, and play and play and play. And thank you. You want to give somebody a really nice thank you card? Stitch a card and put that thank you in the center. Ooh. Or stitch the whole thing out on the inside. Then you put the thank you or any of these wonderful sentiments. You brighten my everyday. And some of these you can go thank you. You brighten my everyday on the inside. Isn't that wonderful? Just saying hello and then sending big hugs. And you could do sending big hugs and then on the inside, just saying hello. This is a great stamp set too. Sentimental greeting stamps. Okay? Alrighty, crafters. I will put links for everything below, including the awesome flower delivery. This is the Glimmer Hot Foil of the month. The little vehicle with the cutouts and the flowers and the little tag. Love. And all of these kits. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Even the card kit I will list below. So you can take a look. Totally worth it. And like I said, you can choose a club. You can cancel. You can start up. You can cancel again. Or you can do the whole thing. This January 1 with the stitching and everything. Fabulous. 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 And free shipping. If you do add other items to your cart though, that will incur shipping. So just keep that in mind. Okay, crafters, I am so happy to be part of the Spellbinders Kit Club family because I have been participating myself anyway. So this is just like a cherry on top of a beautiful sundae. You got to go for club blooms and the stitching. And yeah. And the embossing folders. It's like, yeah, pretty much everything. I know, but it's all winners, you know? Alrighty, crafters. Bye.